Severe weather is about to get very active with a big stretch of severe weather. So I'm going to be talking about what you need to know about this severe weather potential. So let's jump straight into today's video. So I do want to start off with what we could be expecting today. Today's Wednesday, April 8th, 2026, and the Storm Prediction Center has issued a marginal risk for parts of central Kansas. This includes Dodge City, Garden City, Hayes, and Great Bend, Kansas. You guys are all in this. A few severe storms will be potential. The main concerns will be damaging winds and hail. Those are going to be main concerns. Just make sure you're parking your car in a garage. Make sure you strap down unsecured objects so they don't fly away. But the main concern is going to be damaging winds and hail. So as you can see here, this is the hail risk. See, it's only going to be damaging winds and hail with a very low 20 out threat hail. This is our hail risk. We got that 5% hail risk. And if we check out our wind risk, this is our damaging winds will be a potential. This is our wind risk right here and everything like that. So again, it's nothing crazy. Just make sure you're staying weather aware today as with this severe weather potential. If we push up the future radar, you can see the storms will start developing a little bit later this evening as they will start to push through. As you can see right there, this evening into the night, those are some of the storms that could develop near Great Bend. So this is nothing to really be worrying about that much. Now, the severe weather potential does continue, and it all starts today. So it all starts today, today starts the big stretch of severe weather. Now, for tomorrow, we do have a severe weather potential in these areas out here, in parts of the plain. This is for tomorrow on Thursday. You can see that we got a marginal risk over there from the panhandle of Texas all the way over there towards parts of northwestern Missouri. That's who's in this. So. Yeah, nothing too crazy tomorrow either. The main concern will be damaging winds and hail with a very low tornado threat, as the Storm Prediction Center did not issue a tornado risk. They only have that damaging wind risk and hail risk. So, yeah, just make sure you're staying weather aware tomorrow on Thursday if you live in these areas. So this is a level 1 out of 5 marginal risk. Now, if we go to the day 3 outlook, the severe weather threat does continue, but down here into parts of northern Oklahoma, parts of southwestern Missouri and southern Kansas, and the marginal risk on Friday. I think this is Friday, April 9th. So it does continue. This is Friday, April 10th. Sorry. So yeah, it does continue on the Friday, April 10th. And those locations will probably mainly be a hail and tornado threat. Well, a hail and wind threat. So, yeah, that's pretty much what's going on with that day 3 outlook. Now, it doesn't start to get concerning until we get to our day 4 outlook on April 11th. So this is April 11th. This is for Saturday. This is Saturday's outlook. We get a 15% any severe risk probability expanding from San Angelo all the way up to Amarillo, Texas, and the Oklahoma panhandle, where a few severe storms will be a potential. I don't think the tornado threat is going to be that high. It will be mainly a lower tornado threat on Saturday in these locations, mainly a damaging wind threat and a hail threat. But the tornado threat goes a little bit higher as we get into Sunday. So this is Sunday, April 11th's outlook. As you can see here, this goes from San Antonio, Texas, all the way up towards Wichita, Kansas. This is a 15% any severe weather risk probability, where some tornado threat is going to be is not going to be the highest, but we're still going to have a tornado threat with this. Damaging winds and hail will be the main threat, though. So. And guess what? It doesn't stop there. As we get into Monday, the severe weather threat actually gets bigger. As you can see here, it goes all the way from parts of Texas up towards Iowa. It includes Dallas, Oklahoma City, Topeka, over there towards Des Moines. I think this will be a pretty big tornado threat. I think we'll see a chance for some strong tornadoes with damaging winds and hail also going to be on the table. So we'll be watching Monday as well. And guess what? It doesn't stop there either. We still got a 15% any severe risk probability on Tuesday as well for these areas, from Dallas up there towards parts of southern Missouri. So, yeah, just please make sure if you're in any of these areas, you need to be staying weather aware with this storm system that's coming up. So please make sure you're staying weather aware. So, yes, that's what's going on with that. So, if we switch over to the future radar here, let's check out the future radar to see the storms as they start to develop, as they push through some of those locations. So, Yeah. Just please make sure you're having a way to get alerts and everything, as this could be a pretty strong storm system that comes through and everything. There might be even a little bit of an excessive rainfall threat with this as well, so it's just something I wanted to know as well. So there might be an excessive rainfall threat with it, so that's one thing. So we're gonna have all that trough. We're gonna have that trough come through and everything. We're gonna have that severe weather potential. We're gonna have all that moisture get pumped up into the United States and everything, posing a severe weather threat. So yeah, and we actually did actually have quite a lot of snow over here in parts of Missouri. I think in southern Iowa. I think we had like a lot of snow out there. It wasn't that much though. It was like at least a few inches. So yeah, it was probably surprised some people, but we talked about that in yesterday's video. Caused a little bit of snow in that, and we're gonna have this random little system push through the Midwest, potentially causing a few thunderstorms and stuff, and maybe some snow over there in parts of the Midwest, mainly Iowa, Wisconsin, Illinois, Indiana, Michigan, Ohio. Might have a little bit of some thunderstorms out there. I wouldn't doubt if you gusty winds, but I don't think it's anything crazy. So yeah, if we push up the future radar to when the severe weather might happen, so that's today's severe weather. This is tomorrow's severe weather threat, and then if we push it up onto when we could see our severe weather, you can see some of those storm systems that pop up out there, some of those storms, and they'll fire along the dry line, potentially causing some potential severe weather. Hail, a damaging wind, of course, is going to be the main concern with this, but tornadoes are definitely something that we got to be watching for too, though. So the rest of April is looking pretty active, so it's a pretty active severe weather pattern that we're going to see here. So yeah, you can see here, even if we push it all the way up to late April, it looks like the severe weather is not going to be calming down, as you can see right here. So that's future radar there with all that. And then let's check out CAPE. It stands for Convective Available Potential Energy. Think of it as storm fuel. Think of it as storm food. The storms like to eat that food, and then they get stronger with that food that they have. So storm fuel is pretty much what CAPE is. Convective Available Potential Energy. We're going to have some instability out there with making the environment favorable for potential tornadoes. So that's why we got to be watching for tornadoes as well very closely. So yeah, we got to be watching out for that, and we're gonna have instability out there. So again, this is a very active severe weather threat. Okay, this is like active. So we're gonna be seeing severe weather like almost every day. For a little bit. So multi-day severe weather threat is on the way. So and like the places might be impacted, like the places that get impacted, they might get impacted like multiple times. So yeah, the same places might get hit by severe weather over and over again. So yeah, that's kind of what makes this even more concerning. And some of this could even go into the overnight hours too. So and then you can see some of that CAPE and that instability coming up there, right there, where a few tornadoes will be a potential. And then you can see, like this, it doesn't stop. And look at all that CAPE, look at all that convective available potential energy, and you can see right there. I think Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday we gotta be watching for potential tornadoes. The closest is all that convective available potential energy. The instability is out there. So, and then some of it actually could start moving towards the East Coast and the Ohio Valley too, the Mississippi valleys and stuff. So. That's something that we got to be watching as well. But it doesn't seem like severe weather is going to be stopping. So yeah, it's definitely something that we got to be watching very closely here. So yeah, so just make sure you're staying weather aware. Make sure you have alerts on and everything like that, and stuff like that. So yeah, and yeah, then if we check out our temperatures that we could be expecting here. Let's check out the Climate Prediction Center, see what the temperatures could be like. Could see some above normal precipitation, above normal temperatures. I don't know why I keep saying precipitation. If you're inside of these more of these orange and red areas, above normal, 80% chance of above normal temperature if you're in these areas over here in northern Georgia over here. So if you're in these areas, you could see above normal temperatures, then over here below normal up there in parts of the northern United States. And that's with the temperatures. Now with the Precipitation outlook here. You can see here that we could be seeing some above normal precipitation if you're inside of these more green and light green areas, but it looks like that drought down there in the southeast is going to be staying there, as we probably aren't going to be seeing too much rain down there. But like, one thing is that we're actually seeing quite a lot of rain in Florida, though. Towards the east coast of Florida, I mean, we have a flood threat down there today. If you do check out the excessive rainfall outlook, let me show you guys what I'm talking about here. As you can see, we might have a pretty big excessive rainfall threat for today out here in parts of Florida. So that's something that we got to be watching very closely. So just be aware for potential floods out there if you're over there in Florida. And I do apologize for the glitches. I don't know what's wrong with this computer or anything, but yeah, it's just glitching a little bit and stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much what's going on with all the severe weather and flooding and everything like that. And then in the southeast, we're going to be having some critical fire weather conditions too. So that's something that we got to be watching, because we got the elevated fire weather risk spanning from parts of Georgia all the way up there towards parts of Raleigh, North Carolina. And then they got that little critical fire weather risk. And if we go to our day 2 outlook too, our fire weather risk shifts all the way over there towards northeastern New Mexico and parts of the western Oklahoma Panhandle. So that's what's going on with our severe weather and fire weather. So yeah, and that's all I got for you in today's video. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you're staying weather aware, and I do apologize for the glitches that happened inside of this video. I'll see you guys in the next weather update video. Hope you have a wonderful day, and yeah, bye.